Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Also, welcome if you are new. We have so much to tackle in today's video. The biggest project and the thing that was really working for this day was our master bathroom needs a really good deep cleaning as well as decluttering and organizing, and it just needed a really good scrubbing, especially our shower. I try and do a little scrubbing in it every time we take a shower, but there's certain things like the grout and stuff that it's not going to get clean unless you really get in there with the good stuff. So I'm starting out by just tidying up the kitchen, something I always like to do right away in the morning, especially since I'm up before everyone else. But then we are going to be moving into the bathroom, and I am literally getting this top to bottom. It's crazy because part of me is like, this shouldn't be that dirty. We haven't been here that long. And then I think back and it's like, dang, it's been over 8 months. We are getting close to a year in this house. It makes sense that everything is so dirty. So lately we've been getting a ton of questions about what remodeling we still have to do in this house and time frame. So I figured I'd answer a couple of those questions. First, what projects do we still have? The main ones are the kids' bathroom we still need to do, the built-ins in the family room, and then the nursery. Now, when it comes to time frame, I'm not 100% sure when they're going to get done. Right now is tax season, so money's always a little funky around this time of year, especially if you own your own business. You know that it's not as simple as just TurboTaxing. It's a lot more complicated than that, so money's always tight around this time of year. But also just a pure thing of this is not HGTV. We're a real everyday family, so now that we have the main stuff done, I'm not stressing over these other projects, and I don't want to rush them because I want them to be done right, and I want to be happy with them in the end. But those are the three main projects that we have to do. We'll probably do, obviously, the nursery within the next couple of months, and the built-ins in the family room first, because the bathroom, I'm not 100% sure what I want to do, how I want to do it, and all of those things. So we're taking our time with that one.
If we keep our faith, sometimes I'm like a whisper in a riot, but I grow stronger, keep believing in me. Say you're believing in me. You're believing in me. Say you're believing.
I want to take this time real quick to thank Hungryroot for sponsoring today's video. Hungryroot is a tech-enabled grocery service delivered right to your door that's personalized to your lifestyle and your taste. I really love the whole way Hungryroot was set up. You start by taking a short, fun quiz before signing up, sharing how you like to eat, your dietary needs, and your goals, whether you eat plant-based, you want to discover new flavors or recipes, or if you just want to save money and time in the kitchen. Hungryroot sends personalized weekly deliveries filled with healthy groceries along with 10-minute recipes. You can edit your weekly deliveries and choose exactly what you'd like to receive, or let Hungryroot choose for you. When your delivery arrives at your doorstep, you can mix and match the groceries with what's in your fridge, or like I said, they have those easy 10-minute recipes that you can use as well. The more you shop with Hungryroot, the more personalized the whole experience becomes as they learn your preferences and your likes and your loves, all the things that you really need out of a delivery system. I also love that it's not just dinner recipes. It's breakfast and snacks and all sorts of different things, so you can really learn and change up. I know our family, we get really stuck in a rut of the same recipes and same grocery order and same everything every single week. So this was just a great way for us to try and learn new things with Hungryroot. Hungryroot has graciously offered the first 100 people to use my promo code Cambriea40 40% off their first order at hungryroot.com. So you can check out my link in the description below and use the code Cambriea40 for 40% off, or go to hungryroot.com, use my code Cambriea40, and you will get 40% off your first order. Once again, a big thanks to Hungryroot for sponsoring today's video.
I'm holding on, if almost gone. Someday I know I'll finally make it through the gates. Just have to wait. You whisper to me, there's no maybe. There's only time for dreams even greater. I hear the call, and I close my eyes to see even clearer. I see it all. I know that we can go higher if we keep our faith, if we keep our faith. Sometimes I'm like a whisper in a riot, but I grow stronger, keep believing in me. Say you're believing in me. You're believing in me. Say you're believing in me. You're believing in me.
These drawers were probably the biggest thing I had to, not had to do, but the biggest thing that I was putting off doing. I use certain things every single day, but if I'm going out to eat with Bobby or something, I will grab different makeups. You guys know me. I don't wear makeup every single day. I love makeup. When I do it, I love doing it, but I'm not someone that's going to do my hair and makeup and dress all fancy every single day. But when I do those things, my drawer ends up like way filling up. So I wanted to go through my drawers and just get it to like the basics of what I grab for on a regular basis, and all the other fun stuff I can put away. I even had some different products from my FabFitFun boxes that I hadn't even opened yet. So just going through all of that, trying to organize it out, declutter what I don't wear anymore or didn't use because it's not my color or anything like that. I also needed to go through, I used to love wearing these certain headbands, and they're just not my style anymore, the ones with the big bows on them. So I went through and then any of the headbands that I don't wear anymore, decluttered those, and just kept the ones in there that I like. And then obviously all my hair ties and things like that. So it's a little bit of everything. It really wasn't that hard. I was just putting it off because it felt like a much bigger project than it ended up being in the end, which I swear that is everything. Whenever I put something off, when I'm done with it, I'm like, I don't know why I didn't do this months ago, because it really wasn't as hard as my brain was making it out to be.
I feel your breeze in mine. That is all I want to breathe. My lungs explode when you have to leave. My body can't survive for real. I'm left alone.
I was giggling the other day on TikTok because there's this whole cleaning trend going around about, it's like a 30-minute method, and from what I'm gathering is it's pretty much what I have been preaching for the past 5 years here on YouTube of basically don't overwhelm yourself with like cleaning all day. Now I usually do it in about 1 hour increments, but basically the whole premise is do something for 30 minutes, just 30 minutes, and then take a break. I love that. Like, I'm not someone that I want to be cleaning all day, but if I spend 30 minutes to an hour in the morning, 30 minutes to an hour in the afternoon, and 30 minutes to an hour before bed, I can keep up with all the daily tasks. Now, obviously, there are some days that projects are just much larger, like this bathroom. But even when it came to this, like, this took a lot. This took me all day, but it was because I spent 30 minutes and then I'd go and make lunch, or I'd go hang out with the kids while they're playing in the pool or whatever. But I would only do it in 30-minute increments and not the probably 2 hours it would have taken me all at once. Now, if you have the energy to go for 2 hours and get it all done at once, that's great because then you can just enjoy the rest of your day. But if something overwhelms you, breaking it up into 30-minute increments make life so much simpler.
No other seemed to move you like you did. I'm so out of love, like I'm so out of place. I can't get away, can't run away, I can't get away. You're bringing on the heartache. You're bringing on the heartache. You're bringing.
The other thing I heard the other day on TikTok is how, I don't know if this was supposed to be a video to like shame people or motivate. I couldn't really figure it out. But basically saying how it's not hard to keep a clean house and then explaining how to maintain a clean house. And I do agree with that. It isn't that hard to maintain a clean home. But, and this is a big but, there are things that play into that. Your mental status. Like, you can say like, oh, it's so easy to keep a clean house. But if you're not in the right mental state, it can be very difficult. And that's when you need the like little kickstart and motivation to get it going. Because not everyone has that motivation and that drive to even do 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there, 30 minutes, whatever. So if you feel like it can be overwhelming to keep a clean house, no, you're not alone. That is normal. I get people asking me this all the time, if I have always been a clean person. I haven't. I have not always been a clean person. I think my car shows that. Like, it's one area that I neglect. I became a clean person, and I wasn't dirty, but like I grew a passion to keep my home clean when I started a family, and mainly when I started having children. There is just something about being able to make sure the foods I have in the house are healthier and everything, and the house is clean, and all of that completely changed mindset-wise when I had children. So I'm here to tell you that yes, it is easy to keep a clean house. I will help motivate you and show you how, but there are exceptions to that rule. Mental state is always a big thing that plays a part of it. If you're injured in some sort of way, like I'm pregnant right now. I hurt my foot a couple weeks ago. Like, it was not easy keeping a clean house. Like, even 30 minutes sometimes can be exhausting, especially in the first trimester when you're like just trying to survive. Like, it can be so much. So, no, you are not alone. Like I said, I listened to that video and I was like, couldn't decide if I wanted to like it or not like it because part of it seemed judgmental, but I think the person who made the video was trying to be helpful, if that makes sense.
You keeping us miles apart. You got me down, down, down like a waterfall. You know just how to restrain a heart.
You're going to see me going around a lot with my dry duster before cleaning stuff off. I feel like that is really important to dry dust before wet dusting any really dirty areas. So like the top of these light fixtures had gotten really dusty, and if I would have just wet dust, it almost feels like I'm pushing the dirt around, where when I dry dust first and get a lot of that big stuff off, it feels more like just I'm polishing and getting the stuck on stuff. So I like to go around and dry dust. I also will often go around, and you'll see this later, my floors and use a dry duster before I go in and like clean my toilet and stuff, because it picks up all the dog hair and things like that that get absolutely everywhere.
Forgot that feeling, the sun in my face, it's so well needed. Life will take care of the rest. Biking alone in the sunset, through the canal, so the mindset I needed. Yeah, I needed. Oh, let's freeze time, gather around, watch the sun go down. Oh, in summertime.
Here you can see me using that dry duster like I talked about. This is, like I said, mainly just to get all the dog hair from around this area. Bailey loves sleeping in the bathroom, but also I can go around the baseboards and just get the stuff right at the edge. Also, I know the floors in the very beginning of the bathroom is disgusting. It gets like this all the time because Bailey lays there, and he'll lay there and drool and lick and all these things. So that part of the floor always gets so beat up. But I wanted to go into the shower. I'm just using soft scrub, and then you'll see in some areas that I do use a powder cleanser, but this soft scrub worked really, really well. And just going in with my power brushes because it saves time and scrubbing, and anything that makes cleaning a little bit easier, I am all for. As much as I love a clean home, I don't love cleaning. So I am always looking for fun new toys and gadgets to use that, one, like I said, can be fun, but two, make it easier. That is always my goal, is to cut down the amount of time it takes to clean something. So this power brush is actually, the white one is the one you guys saw me get from Temu a couple weeks back. I've actually gotten to where I just keep this in the shower. So when I'm showering, if there's an area that I notice is getting a little funky, I just give it a really quick scrub. It's a great just little cleaning product. I can't talk, but a cleaning product just to keep in the shower to make it a lot easier. It doesn't really get into the edges and grooves really well, so that is where I am using this one that has all the different attachments on it.
Standing in the corner, I see you from across the room. It's kinda crowded here, but I know you see me too. Everybody's singing, oh, everybody's singing, oh. I don't know Now I'm moving closer to you, and it's getting dark in this room. Tell me what you wanna do. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love you. Baby, let me love you, let me love you.
I have to say, one of the best investments we made with moving into this house was getting a purifier water system right away. In the last house, we had really hard water. When we moved into this house, it had really hard water. And one of the things like that really got me is I knew we were putting in new appliances and remodeling the kitchen and the bathroom and stuff like that. And I really didn't want to ruin all the work we did with hard water. It has made life so much better. You're going to see me clean these glass doors later. And in the old house, like, I had to take a scrubber to it, Dawn and vinegar. And with this, now that we have that water softener, I can literally just use a window cleaner and clean the glass. Saves so much time. It's not a cheap investment, but it was definitely a worthy investment.
Let me love, baby, let me love you. When I look in your eyes, I don't know how, but it feels like I'm drunk on you. It's almost like you make me fly.
Oh, and this little scrubber. I get a lot of questions about this one also. I just got this off of Amazon and just looked for like extension rod sponges. Knowing that we did have the tile in our shower go floor to ceiling, I knew I wanted something that I could easily scrub the walls with, the floors with, everything without killing my back and knees. Oh, that was the other question. I, on Instagram the other day, got questions about this bench in the shower. I believe the woman was from overseas. Yes, because she mentioned if Americans actually use these benches in the shower. And I will say, no, 99% of the time I'm not sitting and taking a shower. But we did have it put in, one, because if I'm shaving my legs or anything like that, it makes it a little bit easier. But there's also, I wanted it because if me or the kids or anyone in the house gets sick, I like to do peppermint showers where I take peppermint essential oil, put it on a washcloth, turn the water as hot as possible, and then turn basically the shower into a steam shower with those essential oils. And when I do that, I like to use the bench. It also came in very handy when I hurt my foot. I didn't break it, but when I hurt my foot, I was sitting in the shower for days before I was actually able to actually stand and take a shower. So I will say, cleaning our bathroom, even though today was like a lot of work, it is always so much easier than cleaning the kids' bathroom. I am getting them more and more better at doing it themselves. Actually, before we had guests come over the other day, I had Xander go in there and clean the bathroom really well. And when I say really well, it's well to their like expectations. I did tell him to like clean the toilet and do all of that. Now, I still have to go in and clean it myself. But we have been like trading off on days that Xander does it and Bjorn does it just to help in their bathroom. But I hadn't gotten like around our toilet really well in a while. So I was going in just with a hand scrubber and the soft scrub just around the toilet, just where like grime and stuff can really build up, and scrubbing it. And then I did also use some of I wanted to try that little like toilet bowl cleaner trick on the grout lines by the door where it gets really dirty. But unfortunately, my recorder wasn't recording at that time, so you see all the blue on the ground, but you didn't see me put it on the ground. It did work, though. I was happy with it. It did clean that grout in that area that always gets worse than anywhere else.
This feeling is so good, I know. Think that I've let you in this time. I don't care if you don't wanna do all the things that I do, that I do. I only wanna be the one who makes you feel so good, so good. I'm trying to figure out where all of the
So these things on my feet, if you're wondering what they are, these are my mop socks. A lot of you that have been here for a while, you know what these are, but I haven't been wearing them a lot since moving because when we moved, they were in under my sink in my kitchen, which I had completely forgot to pack because we were in such a rush. So my mop socks were under there, my power scrubber was under there, a bunch of stuff. So I am back to having my mop socks, which make me very happy because especially here when I had a bunch of product on the floor, and then when I'm cleaning in the shower glass and everything, the floor in there was still wet, just made life a lot easier. I also like it just because you don't get those footprints that end up everywhere. So mop socks are definitely one of my favorite things. I used to wear them, like I said, all the time, and then left them in Wisconsin, hadn't ordered them, and finally got them back again. So they are back in rotation.
somebody else. I'm trying to figure out how to keep it together. I don't understand. No, I stumble in the dark. I don't wanna pressure you, but baby, I am going crazy. I wanna be somebody for you that makes your heart run.
Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Also, if you're new here, I would love if you would subscribe. I do a ton of cleaning, decluttering, and organizing on my channel with some makeover and renovations just kind of thrown in there. It's not the main thing I do on my channel, but since moving, we have completely renovated our house down here in Florida. So there is a ton of that in the most recent videos. Also, make sure you check out my link down below for Hungryroot. Like I said, the first 100 people to use my code Cambriea40 will get 40% off their first order. But I'll see you next time. Bye!